Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of July 14th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So Cancer, we're here in the middle of your season. Happy birthday, happy solar returns. We're here under this Mercury retrograde. We do have a new moon in Cancer today on the 14th, so really, take in this moment to birth that new solar cycle in whatever way you want to. And know that this Mercury retrograde is lasting till the 23rd, so through this week, and you will have a post shadow of it as well. So really reflecting on where you can overshare, undershare, what do you keep private for yourself, So let's see what we got going on for you. And this week I'm using my bootleg Lunalapin tarot deck. So let's see what these bunnies have going on for Cancer. Judgment reversed. All right. Cancer. So here you have, and like a lot of the cards are reversed just because we're in a retrograde. So don't be worried about that. It's just, we have to ride the waves of chaos as they come when we're under a retrograde. But Judgment reversed is saying, Cancer, where are you overly judging yourself? And where are you giving more weight to the judgments and opinions of others? Because Cancer, don't give a fuck about what other people are saying is probably the best advice for this week. You have to feel yourself. Are you doing the best you can right now? And are you being too harsh of a critic on yourself? You want to just check in. You just want to know that, there's times where it's like, you know what, obviously, I fucked up. There's that. But Cancer, are you just being harsh on yourself for the sake of being harsh on yourself? This week is about assessing where you're putting too much weight on yourself, pressure on yourself, or are you listening to other people's opinions of shit that doesn't matter? The moon reversed, And so you have this new moon in your sign right off the bat this week. You have a lot of heavy Cancerian energy. This week starts off with a stellium in Cancer, technically. So this moon card, the moon pulls the inner waters of Cancer more so than the rest of us, and those inner waters are our emotions. And so the word lunacy comes from people going nuts around the full moon. So it's a new moon, so technically there shouldn't be a lot of this, but you're ruled by the moon, Cancer. So you just want to gauge, are you losing your shit in ways that are, you're getting like overly emotional. Like, emotions are not bad things, but if you let them sway you, like I brought this up somewhere else where I've known a few people now who literally go into blind rages. That is not safe for anybody, including yourself. So Cancer, you really just want to gauge, where do you have an outlet for these emotions? It's like Agretsuno, where she's a little office working red panda, and then the second she gets off work, she goes and like metal screams at karaoke. That is what you need, Cancer, a better outlet for those aggressive emotions versus I went into a blind rage and I don't know what happened to that girl's face. Like that type of shit. Cancer, please don't do that. Okay. The stars reverse. So you have all of this celestial energy retrograde as it is. So nothing too uncommon, unseen. But so also, Cancer, you have to be honest and be looking at yourself with honest eyes, because this Judgment card might be saying that you are putting yourself on a pedestal. And I'm not saying, you enjoy yourself, Cancer, but you have to be honest with where you are. You have to be honest with exactly where you are. Because I remember, yeah, one time I walked into this job interview and I had like just finished an internship, but the internship was like 3 months long, and the job in the description was like, we need 6 months experience. And so while I could walk into this job with all of this fucking confidence, it was literally just, no, bitch, you need this much more experience. So Cancer, be honest with, if you are, yeah, say looking for a job, you gotta be honest with what you can do. And also, yeah, just be honest, like when you're with other people, friends and family even, be honest with where you are. Like if you do not have the time or place for people, be honest, like, hey dude, I'm just not at the capacity of like seeing people right now, I'm tired. Be honest with wherever you are, Cancer. It'll work out better for you. The Nine of Wands. This is the cutest bunny, I think, that I've seen today so far. Anyways, so Nine of Wands. Cancer, you're like protecting. You're protecting something about yourself that doesn't need to be protected. Yeah, it could be against this judgment of others, saying, no, 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 things are cool. Cancer, are they cool? I don't know, man. You need to be honest with, you know, if you have put too much on your plate is another thing that is like potentially happening with this card. It's your one right side up card, but it's just saying like, yeah, you have to be honest with your timing. Because, and it was one thing, there was this one time where I used to live, I would get done with my like manual ass labor job, and then I would teach a yoga class, I would do Tarot Tuesday, I used to do it live, I would then like take clients in between and maybe try to fit a run in there. And I had this Ayurvedic doctor be like, maybe do 2 activities after work and that's it. Because then that would cut out. I'm not taking clients that day. I'm not going on that run. I'm teaching and I'm doing the tarot that day. So Cancer, be honest with your timing. You know, like, because like, wow, I would love to be painting more than I am right now. It's just not the forefront of what is priority, because I get home from work now because I don't have a manual ass labor job, and I have to get that exercise in. So those are taking priority. And then, yeah, those other things that I love, they can wait till the weekend. They can wait till, yeah, like I have the time. So Cancer, just be honest with your timing too. Time management, I think, is something that could be a thing for Cancer this week, is that, yeah, if you don't have time for certain things, or things are like off season, like if you are like a snowboarder, it's the middle of summer, like you aren't gonna get those. It's just saying that you have to live in the now, because while you might be somebody who's like super gung-ho, like all of the fall treats and things, it's summertime, it's summer squash season, it's colder food season. So Cancer, just be really present with where you are now. Know that, yeah, some things get put on hold, but it's just not the right time or season. They'll come back around. They might even just come back after this Mercury retrograde. Yeah, that is what the buddies have for you this week. But I'm going to pull one more card to tie it all together in from the Starseed Oracle. So let's see what we got going on for Cancer. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So this was kind of where that last card of yours was heading. So Cancer, your life is a canvas and you get to paint it however you want to. Don't be at the effect of people's judgments about you and what you want to do, but you do have to time manage that. Yeah, sometimes work has to take a priority, but if things are truly your passions, they will never fall away, right? Like, I can do my day job, but then I can find time for creative, because it's just gonna weave in when it needs to and where it can. Yeah, that is what I have for you this week, Cancer. I hope that helps. I do hope that you do find time for yourself, but don't put off things that are important as well. And I'll see you next week. Bye.